episode 357. Thank you all for listening to episode 356. Get to know Gray. I am Gray Lamarck, here with my co-host.
Oh, snap. I guess it's me this time. Burger King Kode.
Burger King. Up here.
And Joey Franchise in today for Parrot.
Joey Franchise in today for Parrot. We got to thank some people. No Bear tonight. He'll be back next week on Thursday, since he will miss 2 episodes this week since we record on the same day. So thank you to Wes Anderson for Moments in Time. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on Twitter at Songs by Wes. Thank you to All Wear Clothing. Visit allwearclothing.com. Mention Over the Line podcast, and Brandon will hook you up with that deal, whatever you may need. Thank you to Crandall's Quality Landscaping. Give Sean a call, 419-704-5471. Serves the Toledo and surrounding areas and not
Jackson, Mississippi.
But right now, you're not. There's no snow, so they're not doing any snow plowing. There's no grass to be seeded. There's no grass to be cut. So right now, they're still doing the handy person services, which includes carpentry, which can be doors, cabinets, floors, trim, and windows. Also doing plumbing, toilets, sinks, faucets, showers, and leaks, and painting simple rooms and hard-to-reach areas. So make sure you get in touch with Crandall's for that. And then, of course, they also have some other things going on that you may be interested in. Are you tired of your backyard flooding? They install French drains. A French drain consists of an excavated trench with gravel sides, a perforated pipe to carry away the water, and the benefits to you are your yard remains aesthetically pleasing, keeps your lawn clean and dry, making it a perfect spot for a garden, outdoor seating, or a play area for your children or pets. And yes, they do install French drains at this time of year, weather conditions permitting. Give them a call for a free estimate. Thank you to Sparty Steve. As always, he is the biggest financial supporter of our show. One of the big reasons we're able to keep doing it each and every week. And last but not least, this is on you, Cody. Connell Barrett, datingtransformation.com.
All right, give me a second. Hold on, man. All right. Trying to stuff my face right now. Speaking of stuffing faces, if you're looking for a face to stuff during cuffing season, hit up Connell Barrett, datingtransformation.com. All right. Help you out either online, in person. You go fishing on Plenty of Fish. Get on the MySpace, wherever you need to go, give you that confidence. It's cuffing season right now, and you don't want to be alone when the winter comes. We just had places at 15 inches of snow. It'd be nice to have a cuddle buddy in that igloo. So hit up Connell Barrett, datingtransformation.com. Buy the book. Download it on Audible.
Amazon.com. Get the book. Still there. I think it's on the Prime, isn't it? Get it in 2 days.
You better. I say you quit being cheap. Get the Prime. Get it in 2 days.
Parrot, you ever read that book?
If you're buying the book, you already need.
No, I never finished it.
You never finished it?
No, I did start it though. Never finished it.
Did it help?
Yes, it did.
Okay, good. See, so we have a testimonial. It works. It helps. Get the book. Dating sucks, but you don't. Connell Barrett.
Stuffing faces on the road.
Yeah, you're right. I don't suck.
You're right. You don't suck. So be sure to get the book. You don't suck. Parrot blows. We had a lot go on this week. We had golf. So for the second week in a row, kind of hard to believe, second week in a row, we have won, meaning one of us has won. This week it was the Parrot. He got in Hideki Matsuyama to me on Wednesday, which means he got it in just in time. And what a comeback that was for Hideki Matsuyama, and kind of a fall apart for Russell Henley, man. He was in the last 10 holes, he had 2 bogeys and 8 pars, which forced a playoff. And in the playoff hole, Matsuyama got a 3. He put a beautiful second shot up on the green, put it in for bird, and Henley got a 6. So Matsuyama came back, won it, got Parrot a W after he didn't make a pick in week 1, but that's okay. But look at Dub there, 36. Just like we said, he starts falling apart after week 1. So it was an interesting tournament. Again, Matsuyama came, won in the first playoff hole. Pretty awesome for him. Nice to see him win as well. This week, we got the American Express at it's at a few places. So the American Express PGA West Stadium course and PGA West Nicholas course. And it says La Quinta Country Club and others. So this week, it's going to be a fun one. Usually, I think what Bear had told us, it is typically low scoring. We've had a few other people here. I think John Rahm is your favorite this week. And just to give the updated standings before we make our picks, Bear is in first with 11, and we're only 2 weeks in. I'm at 13, Dub at 18.5, Jake at 19.5, and Cody at 38. So Cody's doing pretty well. He missed that cut. I think that's why. Sung J M, who Cody said was going to win, missed the cut.
Yeah, it's gonna be more like Sung J. I'm gonna beat his ass when I see him.
Figured you would. So this week, Bear put his pick in already. He is taking Taylor Gooch, Homa Gooch. So Taylor Gooch for Bear. For myself, I am going with somebody that finished third here a couple years ago. He is he hasn't played in the last couple tournaments, but he's been hot as of late anyway. Scotty Scheffler, he missed the cut last year at this, and he finished third the year before. Next, we've got Dub. Who you taking this week?
Corey Connors.
Nice. So I took last week. Got me an 11th. Parrot, I think you already gave me your pick, but who you taking?
I did, but man, I'm gonna just because I don't want to take the same person as you to start the year. I'm gonna go with the defending champion from last year. I'm gonna go with Siwoo Kim.
Nice, good pick. And Killer Cody.
Let's see. I think I'm gonna go. Yeah, no, I'm gonna use him later. Take. No, I'm gonna take. Oh no, never mind. Dub just took him. I'm gonna go with Tony Finau.
It's a good pick. I think he's fourth favorite this week. Tony Finau, good pick. I thought about him too, but I'm gonna save him for later on. All right, so that's the picks for this week. Let's just get right into the NFL. So last week we did a combined, and Parrot wasn't in this, so we got to add Parrot now. Freaking jerk. Now I got to add an extra line. Add a line to the left, insert column left, and put in Parrot, Parrot. So Parrot, you're going to make some picks this week too. Last week we did the lines. Dub, you took everybody that you took to win. You took them with the line too. So you actually had the best week between both. Dub was 10-2. I was he just lost on the Patriots for both. I was 9-3, lost on the Cowboys, the Pats and the points, and the Cowboys to win. And then so I was 9-3, and then Cody and Bear were both 7-5. Bear never. I remember in the show he said, if the Cowboys lose, I'm probably going to pick the Rams. So I texted him and asked him if he was going to. He said no, he was going to stick with the Cards, and that was a bad pick. So he is also at 7-5 for the week. So going into this week, we've got some other things going on. But before we do, for the Texans head coaching position, Dub and Cody, I need your picks for the head coaching position.
Oh, wow. I thought
For the Texans,
yeah.
just the Texans.
I know they're. Who was I just reading that they're interested in? I mean, Brian Flores. I think I got him already down there for the Bears, I believe.
Yes, you do.
I mean, they shouldn't have. This job shouldn't be open, but I mean, it is.
They interviewed Hines Ward too.
They did, which I think is
Well, we all know what that was about.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Man, I'm trying to think.
Jim Harbaugh.
He
Is that
ain't
who?
leaving Michigan.
Is that who you're going with?
I just saw. Huh?
Is that who Cody's going with?
Mike McCarthy.
Give me Jared Mayo.
Gerard Mayo.
Yeah, Gerard Mayo. Yeah, that's a good one. Trying to think. I was just looking the other day of who they interviewed. I think it's going to be Kellen Moore. I don't think he's getting a job. Sorry. I think he's going to stay with Cowboys.
Dick Vermeil.
Huh?
He said Dick Vermeil.
Dan Quinn, I guess, is getting a lot of interest from the Broncos. Yeah, give me Gerard Mayo.
All right. Cody.
Oh man,
I'm
I
done.
don't know.
Thank you.
I mean, there's been a lot of talk about Gerard Mayo. I mean, this is also the Texans though, and nobody really expects them to do anything right. So, yeah, I'm gonna go Gerard Mayo,
All right.
but it might bring Charlie Weiss back though. Cornell.
Hey, good offensive coordinator. Not a good head coach, but good offensive coordinator.
Parrot.
Bring Romeo back.
We got to get you, man. You got to give us your vacancy picks. Who you taking on the Raiders? Who's going to coach the Raiders next year?
The Raiders.
I did just read something that if he is offered, he might take it.
Who?
Jim Harbaugh.
Jim Harbaugh.
I don't think he'll leave Michigan. I think that's to help him leverage a contract extension.
No, he just gave a bunch of money to his staff earlier this year, so he's not in it for the money. I think he wants to get back to the NFL because his brother has a Super Bowl.
I think the Raiders are going to keep that Rich Pashula guy, the dude who stepped in.
And he got to deal with NIL too. A lot of coaches ain't cut out for that stuff. They got to have that control, which I can't wait for. Matter of fact, go ahead and make your pick, Parrot. I'm going to change mine.
I think the Raiders stick with the guy that's interning him right now. It's Belushi or whatever.
Oh, Biscaccia.
Biscaccia, my bad. Yeah. Sorry.
Call him Belushi.
My bad. I don't know why.
Beluga.
All
right, so Rich Biscaccia for him. Who you trading to?
Dabo Swinney.
I think I wouldn't be surprised if there was a coach that took Ryan Day for the Dolphins. Ryan Day is gonna get calls, so he's gonna be getting calls every year. So,
yep. Parrot, who you got for the Broncos?
Broncos. Let's go. Brian Flores to the Broncos.
Dolphins.
Dolphins. Byron Leftwich.
Interesting.
Very.
All right. The Bears.
Brian DeBull.
All right. Vikings.
We'll go Doug Peterson there.
Giants.
Let's go Josh McDaniels.
Okay. The Jags.
Oh shit! The Jags was where I was supposed to put Leftwich. Just change that and Whitten Caldwell out for the Dolphins. My bad.
Jim Caldwell. That's a good pick.
Yeah,
that'd be nice.
Sorry, I mixed those two up.
All right.
I think I like Jim Caldwell. I think he needs to coach again. But
100%.
or I would not be surprised if someone takes a college coach.
And him and Marvin Lewis, the closest I'll ever get to equality in NFL coaching.
I like Marvin Lewis too.
And that was only because the Bengals were cheap as shit.
What happens when they're not cheap? They win games and they draft well.
Right. Well, we'll see. Going into this week, we got the lines, we got the picks. So we're going to go across. We got to get lines and picks, and we'll start with Dub. So you give me your line pick and then your actual pick, Dub. So Bengals at Titans. Titans are -3.5.
Bell lines are just so close that
It's almost like a pick 'em.
yeah, I mean, I think Derrick Henry was cleared and he practiced today or yesterday.
Yes, he did. He is gonna play.
I think if Cincinnati was at home, I would take Cincinnati, but I'm going to take the Titans.
Okay. Are you taking them with the points too?
Yeah, all mine are going to be with the points. Yeah.
Okay. So you think they're going to win by more than 3.5. Got it. All right. Gray, that's me. I'm going to take the Bengals and the points. It's going to be close, I think, and it would be within like about 3.5, 4. But I think, it's hard. I think Joey Franchise gets that ball. He's going to prove why he's the man, and he's going to win that game. He's going to go into Tennessee. He's going to win the game. Give me the Bengals. Going with the upset. Cody?
Yeah, this game ain't gonna be as close as a lot of people think it is, man.
Man, here we go.
The Bengals gonna go in there and they're gonna blow their fucking doors off.
There he goes.
Hey,
I thought Cody was going the other way. I apologize.
They're gonna be down. Titans are gonna be down 2 scores early, and now you got to depend on Ryan Tannehill to win you a game.
They're not going to have too much of that skyline chili.
I said they're getting away from it. They bought the food, barbecue, maybe a couple shots of Jack, and huh?
I said you can take that skyline with you. Just be like Kevin from The Office, walk in with it.
Yeah. Walk in, dump the chili.
I said they use that skyline just in case the bus run out of gas.
Man.
It's about all this good for. Or if it snows, you get some traction on the ground.
What you got, Parrot?
Conflicted. I haven't made picks in a long time, and I really don't want to make pick for this game because I know whatever I pick isn't going to fucking happen. So I'm still going to do it anyway. I think either way, it's a close game. I think the Bengals cover that spread either way. So I'm going to take the Bengals in the spread.
Okay. As
far as winning the game, it's already, what did Bear do? Do you know?
He hasn't picked yet.
For now, give me the Bengals. But when Bear picks, I want to know what he picks because I might change.
It probably won't. It won't matter because we don't put this into anything anymore.
Oh, okay.
So it's over. So if you want the Bengals, you got the Bengals.
Give me the Bengals then. I didn't know it didn't matter. My apologies.
Back to you, Parrot. We got the Niners at the Packers. Packers are a 6-point favorite.
Aaron Rodgers has never beaten the Niners in the playoffs. Does he do it? Yeah, give me the Packers. Rodgers does it. 6 points. Ouch. Give me the Packers win, but Niners in the spread.
Okay. Cody?
Aaron Rodgers is the sole reason why that whole luster of Lambeau Field has gone away. I think he's lost more home playoff games than Favre has. So it continues. Like, dude, the Packers have nothing for the Niners. Like, that Packers defense, they have nothing for the Niners right now. So I'm taking Niners outright and to win.
Dude, that's not bad. Like the Niners look good.
Like this might be a repeat of the Dallas game, but it
Well,
might actually be worse because Rodgers ain't going. He's not going to risk any passes through the air, and Bosa's only got a concussion, so
Playing?
I guarantee it ain't the first time he's ever played concussed. So
Garoppolo's cleared too today.
well, I don't care what y'all say. It's going to be 20 degrees. It's going to be snowing. It's Green Bay. The Niners played in the Dome in Dallas. It ain't going to be the same. Give me the Packers. They're going to win by 10. So I'm taking them with the points and straight up. Dub.
Yeah, is Bosa cleared?
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
And is Fred Warner cleared? I can't remember. If they are, I mean, I agree. I don't think
Fred Warner is cleared.
Yep, good to go.
yeah, Aaron Rodgers, he hasn't beaten the 49ers, I think, in home or away ever in the playoffs. So Parrot was right about that, and I think that's going to continue. I think the 49ers got the momentum right now. I think it'll be a touchdown, so it'll be more than 6. I don't think they'll get out to the hot start that they did in Dallas. I think it's still going to be close, but I think at the end, 49ers are going to pull away. This game was close back. I think it was in week 3. The Packers won by a field goal, game-winning field goal. Had to drive down the field, and it was like a 50-yard field goal that won the game. I think it was 30-28.
Yeah. And so it doesn't matter anyway because you're starting off the game 49ers 6, Packers 0.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I think it's going to be a good game. It's going to be close, but I think 49ers are going to pull it out at the end by more than 6 points. So,
All right. Back to you, Dub. Rams at Bucks on Sunday, 3 o'clock. Bucks are favored by 3.
this is going to be a great game, I think. Again, another close game. Tom Brady, I've heard, could be the last year. Wouldn't be surprised. Stafford finally got that playoff win that he's been looking for. Again, close. I want to take the Bucks.
All right.
What is that? 3?
Yep. Bucks win, and Bucks win by more than 3.
Bucks win by 6.
All right. I struggle with this, but Cody's kind of got me on that bandwagon that Matt Gofford is Matt Gofford, and that's going to show. And Tom Brady's Tom Brady, and he's got a defense. He's got the offense. You're not going to stop him. I don't care what they got on defense for the Rams. He'll get rid of the ball. He's not dumb. He doesn't have all the weapons that he used to, or that he is used to, but I still think they're going to come out and win. And they're at home. Everything's just going their way. So just give me the Bucks. I think they win by. It's going to be like right on the line, like 3. So give me the Bucks. Cody, I'll save you for last. So Parrot.
I can't. I'm not betting against Brady. I can't do it. Give me the Bucks.
All right. On to you, Cody. This is your team against Tom Brady.
right. So, all right, look here, man. I don't think Wirfs is playing. I don't know. I gotta look and see. I can't. Yeah. Let me see. He. Okay. He got through the walkthrough. Now, if Wirfs and Ryan Jensen, if they don't play, this game is not gonna last long. His Wirfs looked like a lot worse than what he was putting on last week. So that defensive line is going to eat and eat very well. they actually played how they're supposed to. And now with Von Miller healthy on that line, like giving Aaron Donald some decent help, it might not even matter about that offensive line. And Matt Gofford is Matt Gofford. He gonna be who he is. But the Rams, they're back in that Super Bowl form, man. They figured it out. Like McVay figured it out. Don't let Gofford be Gofford. Don't give him time. Same with Goff back in the past. Don't give him enough time to be himself. I think Gofford only had 17 pass attempts. So I think 20 to 25 is like the magic number. 25 and below, the Rams got a really good chance of winning that game. Now, if it becomes a shootout, I don't know. But I don't really think it'll be a shootout though. Is whatever Raheem told them boys on the defensive side, I think he was listening to me and got through to him because the DBs were making tackles, knocking balls out. They weren't letting anybody giving people bubbles, 5-6 yard bubbles to catch a pass and then miss a tackle. So I got Rams by 7, man.
Nice. Rams by 7. Not what I expected to hear from Cody.
Golfer's not being golfer, man. That's what you gotta do. Hell, I'd rather have Odell throwing the ball more. And oh yeah, shout out to Cleveland. Thank you, the Cleveland Browns, for taking the trash out. Remember when Odell was the problem in Cleveland?
He has more touchdowns since joining the Rams than the Browns receivers had all year. Or he has like one less, something like that.
Yeah. But yeah, he was the problem in Cleveland. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, man. And how bad does it feel, Cleveland? How does it feel that the Skyline Chili Slurpers friggin' got their shit together before you did in less time?
Yep.
How does that make you feel? All that mediocrity down in Cincinnati. They got to the playoffs but couldn't win. Marvin Lewis went like 7-9, 8 years in a row. And yet they still got their stuff together. Before the Lions got themselves together before the Browns did.
Shit, 7-9 was a good year for growing up, Cody. That was a successful year, man. It was a win.
The Browns, bunch of bums.
The Browns, bunch of bums. All right, probably the game of the week, Sunday at 6:30. Bills at Chefs. Parrot, Chefs are -1.5.
Dude, this game is going to be awesome. I think it's going to be a shootout, and I think it's honestly going to come down to whoever gets the ball last. That being said, give me the Bills on the road. Josh Allen's played too well last week. I think he's hot at the right time, and I think they go in there and win on a last second field goal or last second touchdown.
All right, Cody.
I'm trying to look and see who the Bills have played the last few weeks. I know they played the Patriots 3 times in the last 6 weeks.
Yep.
And they played the Patriots last week. I know I had picked the Patriots, but it wasn't because of them being an offensive firehouse. I'm going with the Chiefs. I'm sticking with my picks.
The Chefs.
And the Chiefs and the Chefs are at home in the kitchen.
So here's where I struggle. The Bills played arguably the greatest offensive game ever seen last week in terms of it was basically a perfect game for them. in the NFL. No punts, no turnovers, no field goals, 7 possessions, 7 touchdowns. In their last possession, they just used it to kneel down to run out the clock. That was it. And they did it against a quote unquote top 5 defense. Now, you're going to, and that was at home. You're going to Kansas City, where what I would say 95% of the fans are going to be Chiefs fans. They ain't selling their tickets to Bills fans. So you ain't going to see the Bills Mafia there. That's the tough part. And I don't like betting against Patrick Mahomes. I've gone back and forth with this. I would love to see the Bills win. And Josh Allen's going to have to do a lot to make that happen. He's got to do more than the old Ben could do. Since this doesn't matter for shit, I'm going to go with my heart here instead of my brain. Give me the Bills, man. If I was betting for real, if you were going to put a gun to my head and say bet your wallet, I'm taking the Chiefs, but I'm going with the Bills.
Like,
Dub?
I mean, Bills Mafia is going to be there. They're just going to be in the parking lot acting like the Philly boys. But yeah, another great game. I mean, all of these are great games this week. I think I would love to see the Bills win. I just think that we might be heading towards a rematch of last year in the Super Bowl. The Chiefs. I mean, you're right, Gary. I mean, the Bills played a magnificent game last week. Just reading that stat line was ridiculous, but
Insane.
Yeah, this is going to be. I think it is going to be a shootout. Yeah, I'd love to see the Bills, but I think the Chiefs are going to win.
All right. Got the chefs.
McDermott blew his wad last week. He ain't got nothing left now. All y'all is making fun of him for losing to Belichick, only throwing 3 times.
Yeah, the weather was nuts. We'll see how it is in Kansas City. Now, if the weather gets bad in Kansas City, we might have to revisit this.
Ain't gonna matter. Like, I think the Bills are 6-2 or 5-2 or something their last the last 2 months of the season. And their 2 losses was one against the Patriots and one was the Bills. And they played the Patriots 3 times in that stretch.
How can they beat themselves?
On top of the Bills?
Yeah, you said the Bills, right?
I said they played the Patriots 3 times.
Yeah, you said in the last 6 games they've lost 2. They lost to the Bills themselves.
Oh, well, I meant I meant the Bucks. My bad.
Yeah.
Man.
In overtime, mind you.
The Bucks and the Patriots, their last 2 losses. And they just been beating up on bad teams the last 2 months.
Yeah, they got crushed in November by the Colts. You know, that team that lost to the Jaguars.
Right.
That's where I struggle. Which Bills team's going to show up?
Right.
But, you know, the Chefs, they've been hot this whole time since the beginning of the season. You know, they started out rough. They finished strong. But you know, they did lose. They did lose to the Bengals. That would be awesome to see that game again. I know it was kind of it was controversy surrounding it. Controversy. So we're gonna see that. And
Jesus Christ.
The Chiefs beat the Broncos by 4. They lost to the Bengals. They beat the Steelers twice. They beat the Chargers by 6. I just don't know, man. I don't see how it's going to be tough to see, man. It'll be interesting. I hope the Bills come out and blow the doors off them. I would love to see that. Would love to see it.
Personally, I want to see Kansas City win, just in the chance that Cincinnati does win. I think Cincinnati matches up against Kansas City better than they do Buffalo.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, now I wouldn't say it's a huge gap, but I would it helps, especially with Burrow. He's seen the defense already, and they're not going to change too many things up. You know, he has a good idea, and he hasn't played the Bills. So, I mean, me being a Bengals fan, if they win, I would rather him see him play Kansas City again.
Yeah.
That's my theory behind it, though. Shit.
Not a bad theory.
Yeah, Kool-Aid man ain't taking no L's, man.
All right, so let's talk about a few more things. A few things about Tom Brady here. So I thought this was a funny stat. Tom Brady is older than every remaining NFC head coach.
Insane.
That is a wild stat. And then the other one, this was what?
The NFC? You mean AFC?
NFC.
NFC.
He's not older than Arians.
The remaining, not on his team.
Opposition.
Sorry, opposing teams, coaches.
All right. Well, blame whoever wrote that. See, that's what's wrong with stats. Motherfuckers just come up with stuff and put it out there, not even knowing how to type.
Did I not say opposing? In my notes, it says opposing.
No, you didn't say opposing. No.
So, yeah, Tom Brady is older than every opposing NFC head coach still in the playoffs.
Oh, well, it's your fault not being able to read.
Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, I went to the Floyd Mayweather School of Spelling and Reading. My
Hooked
bad.
on phonics with a K and an F.
But this other one, percentage of playoff wins that happen without a top 10 defense. I thought this was interesting. So Mahomes has won 6 playoff games. 100% of the time he has not had a top 10 defense. Peyton Manning, 11 of his 14 wins in the playoffs were without a top 10 defense. Breeze, 7-9 without a top 10 defense. Rodgers, 6 of his 11 games were without a top 10 defense. Brady, 4 out of his 34 wins were without a top 10 defense. So he's always had a top 10 defense.
Exactly. That's why I keep saying most successful don't mean the greatest. It's hella easy to win when you got top 10 defense.
Now hold up, because how many of these teams, I ain't even going to talk about the Patriots, they still got to have an offense. Still got to have an offense. And how many times does the top defense in the league win the Super Bowl? Not often.
Yeah, but not even the top 10 or offenses win. How many times has Brady had a top 10 offense?
The one time he lost the Super Bowl when they were 18-0.
Exactly.
But that was a fluke. You can blame the defense on that one. And who was that? Who was that dude that caught that ball?
Stickum?
Yeah,
Tyree Stickum on his helmet.
You ever see that? It was an SNL skit, and it was
David
with
Tyree.
David Tyree. It was with but the thing was with like Justin Timberlake. He was chewing gum on the sideline and just slaps the gum on somebody's helmet. Like, it's all right. This guy never goes in. And then it shows Tyree putting on the helmet, and he goes in, and you're like, oh shit. So that was good stuff. As far as wrestling, I don't know if you guys saw this. So Matt Cardona, what we used to know as Zack Ryder, beat Rhino and ended his quote unquote 21-year reign to be the new ECW TV champion at GCW. Do you think it sticks? Because doesn't WWE own the rights to ECW?
It might not. Didn't he beat Rhino or somebody?
Yeah, he beat Rhino. Does Rhino own the rights to that title?
Yeah, he was the last title holder.
But does he
That's
own
the
the
reason why he
rights, or is
still
that a
had the belt.
WWE title?
I don't think they care enough.
Yep, probably right. In February, Elimination Chamber is going to now be in Saudi. We knew that was going to happen. And there's talk of a rebrand for it to be called WrestleMania Chamber, kind of like what they did last year with WrestleMania Backlash.
Oh, they're not going to call it the Khashoggi Chamber?
Oh, shit. I hope not.
Or the Khashoggi Memorial Cup?
Why do you think they keep doing this, renaming everything around WrestleMania? WrestleMania Chamber, WrestleMania Backlash.
Because that's the only time people pay attention to WWE is around WrestleMania season.
WrestleMania's Royal Rumble.
Right, yeah. I say it'll be the WrestleMania Rumble next year.
Yep. Cody, I don't know if you saw this. You know who Walter is?
Oh my gosh, I seen that earlier today.
Changed his name
oh my
to
gosh.
Gunther Stark.
Oh my
Is he like
gosh.
is he like a cousin to Tony Stark? What do they
No,
do?
this is all bad.
Yeah.
I read about that, and I guess like that Gunther Stark was like a World War II Nazi.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. So hey, I mean Vince got his Nazi. Or no, that wasn't Vince. Yeah,
Vince
there was
got
Vince
his
that wanted his
Nazi.
Nazi.
Oh Jesus. Mustafa Ali requested his release from WWE. Why did that not work?
Because his name was Mustafa Ali.
Should have worked though,
What
right?
else?
Had the talent.
It should have. Yeah. I mean, but his name is or it's Mustafa. Is Mustafa Ali. So I mean, I'm sure they probably tried to turn him into like General Adnan or Muhammad Hassan or something crazy like that.
Yeah, pretty much right.
And he probably told him hell no.
The Monday Night Raw on 2/7 and 2/14, February 7th, February 14th, are both moving to sci-fi due to the Winter Olympics. You still think you think they're going to outdo AEW during those weeks?
Probably.
That'll
If
be fun to see.
If Brock Lesnar's still on Raw, they will.
Yeah,
Well, I think they're still outdoing Dynamite now anyway.
Yeah, Parrot just put in a stat. Joel Embiid dropped 50 points in 27 minutes. Wild.
That's a lot of dunks.
That's a lot of dunks. Yeah.
Now he'll miss the next 7 games because his knee hurt.
And that's funny. And on Monday, this coming Monday, Monday Night Raw is coming to us from Toledo. Me, Bear, and Kenny will be there. And it should be fun, should be interesting. Parrot, not going to be there. Didn't get his ticket in time. They sold the tickets next to us. But they the tickets that are on the hard camera side are now the same price as the ones we bought.
We'd be a seat filler.
Yep. Could be.
Sure to be empty seats. I wanted to go, but I mean, if I can't even last through the first hour of wait at home, I know I ain't gonna be able to make it live. I don't want to be a meme.
It would just cost me too much money to get drunk there.
You don't want it to be like Grace and fall asleep on live TV.
Yeah, I don't need Uncle Dave trying to, talk bad about me.
Yeah, we'll be there. We got to get our Kode likes it raw signs or something. We got to get those going. Dub for Prez. Wish Parrot was here. Something.
Are you still allowed to take the who booked this shit sign? Still allowed to take those?
Where are you, Bruce? We need more brother love, less Bruce. That's what we should have.
That should be a sign. I'm surprised nobody's had that sign. Bruce, take your pills.
Oh my gosh.
Daytime, Eric. That's what you should do.
What's that?
That's a sign.
Daytime, Eric.
It's fucking daytime, Eric. That is one of the best damn things ever. It can't be. It's fucking daytime, Eric.
I'm sure that sign has been confiscated. That one and Bruce, take your pills.
Yep. So we'll be there on Monday, the go home show to Raw. Lesnar will be there, so looking forward to that. I might switch what I'm doing. I'll wear the OTL hat, and I might have to wear my Eat, Sleep, Conquer, Repeat hoodie. So got to show that. Maybe Brock will, come by me with his Tekken look and just give me a fist bump or something. Never know. Maybe
just
it'll
say,
happen.
Lego man, what's good?
He doesn't look like a Lego anymore.
He'll always be a Lego.
And then at New Japan, New Beginnings, the USA taping, Jay White held an open challenge, and Jay Lethal answered that call. So I wondered if they did like they did before, where they had the "Let's Go Jay" chant, so you didn't know who they were chanting for.
It's a shame that match is coming like 5 years too late.
Yeah, it's tough, but it's in the New Beginnings for New Japan, their USA taping.
Well, at least it'll be done right, though.
True.
I mean, it'll probably be a slower pace, but either way, it'll still be done right, though.
Yeah, this is true. All right, so we got to get into our state of the week, Connecticut. is the state of the of this episode. Parrot probably doesn't know what's going on. So from episodes 351 to 400, we're doing the state of the week, and we're going in alphabetical order. We've given fun facts about each of the states each week. So this week is Connecticut. So Connecticut is the insect state. So, or not the insect state. They have a state insect, excuse me, that is the praying mantis, which is weird because it isn't even native to North America. In fact, it's native to Africa and Europe. So that's odd. It was the home to the first dictionary. So maybe they all know how to spell. I don't know. I know Floyd Mayweather's not from Connecticut. First one was published in 1806. What we know is Webster's Dictionary by Noah Webster. Startling natural occurrence in the mid 1700s. Willimantic faced a severe drought. One evening, townspeople were woken up in the night by strange noises that they thought must have been battle between nearby Native Americans. Yet, when they woke up, they found numerous dead frogs that had died due to unusually low waters. Frogs have since become a symbol of Willimantic, and you can find the Frog Bridge commemorating this history. Interesting.
Dude, they have some weird laws in Connecticut too.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, give me some of those. What are some of those laws?
So in order for a pickle to officially be considered a pickle, it must bounce. You can be stopped by the police for biking over 65 miles an hour. Town records may not be kept where liquor is sold. It is in Hartford, you aren't allowed to cross the street while walking on your hands. In Southington, silly string is banned.
In Bristol, Connecticut, there's Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
Right.
Yep. They stood against prohibition back in the day.
Bristol, I thought that was Stanford.
Yeah, Stanford. Well, he's in Bristol, I think, Connecticut, isn't he?
ESPN.
No, that's where Espen's at.
Oh, that's where Espen is. So Stanford is WWE headquarters and
Yeah.
Vince. Well, I don't even think he lives in Stanford. He lives somewhere else.
A van down by the river.
In a van down by the river.
Either that or your neighborhood tanning salon.
Was it Greenwich is where he lived?
Greenwich. Yeah, man.
Not Greenwich,
at least
Greenwich.
That's at least where the Mean Street Posse is from.
Yeah, the Mean Street Posse, man.
I ain't messing with them jokers.
Shane
Anybody to
Blake.
wear a sweater vest with Bugle Boy khakis, man, that's a dangerous individual.
It's the home of the Pez.
Pez
dispensers.
Watley?
Pez dispenser.
Oh, I was about to say, no wonder he ended up going to jail.
Man. Bear Mountain in Salisbury in the northwest corner of the state is the highest peak in the state. Bear Mountain. We'll have to tell him that.
There you go.
It's illegal for fire trucks to exceed 25 miles an hour, even when going to a fire in New Britain. That seems pretty, seems like a bad law. It's illegal to educate dogs in Hartford.
The world's first nuclear submarine, the USS Nautilus, was constructed in Connecticut in 1952 to 54. Had the ability to remain submerged almost indefinitely because it used nuclear fuel and no air. It lasted in service for 25 years. Oldest library is there, publicly funded library. From 1701 to 1874, it had two capitals. What's that?
How much do you think this is enforced? You will be charged $1 for frowning in public.
For farting in public?
That's like frowning.
Frowning.
Oh, frowning. Oh.
Interesting. That's like actually in the books too. That's funny. When I go to Connecticut, I'm gonna frown in front of everyone and see how many dollars I lose.
Lollipops were invented by a guy from New Haven.
Nice.
First hamburger was made in Connecticut. It's the first and the oldest still operating hamburger serving restaurant in the U.S.
I think it's better than Nick's hamburgers.
Oh, God, I hope so. Such a letdown.
It was such a letdown.
Yeah, so that's Connecticut. Anything else to say about Connecticut?
It's against the law to dress like a clown. So unfortunately, I am not allowed to go there.
That's sad.
Eh,
Kind of makes me sad that
ain't
Parrot
that
can't
bad.
go.
Yeah. I mean, Connecticut ain't all that bad. Don't they don't they have no state income tax? Or
They're
is
probably
that
one of them.
I know Vermont doesn't.
I don't think Florida does either, do they?
No.
All right, so here we go. Here's
That's
the
Florida.
What's fun to do in Connecticut, though?
nothing.
Leave.
Make like a tree and get out of here. It's leave, you idiot. Make like a tree and leave. You sound like a damn fool when you say it wrong. All right, get your chat box open. We don't have updated standings because Bear is not here. So get your chat boxes open. We'll get to this first question here. Last weekend, Arizona versus the Rams provided a rare postseason matchup of quarterbacks who were both selected number one in the draft, Stafford and Murray. The last time there was a playoff game featuring two starting quarterbacks who were the first pick of the draft, who were the quarterbacks? The last time. It happened in a Super Bowl.
Well, playoff game.
Playoffs.
Talking playoffs?
I don't know if he was a first pick, but I'm going to go with this. Got to make sure I send this to everyone, not just Parrot.
Hold on.
Yeah, I had to do the same thing.
Wait a minute.
I'm ready when y'all are.
Wait a minute. I'm not ready.
God damn it, Cody.
Because
No,
he
this
won the
dude-
number one pick. Was he?
He's talking about you?
I don't know. That's the only. Maybe he was.
Drew Brees was not a number one pick.
I know. I'm thinking about. That's why I said I almost put in Rex Grossman, but then I remembered Drew Brees won the number one pick.
All right, I got mine.
All right.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
I don't have a guess, honestly. I'm not even going to type anything stupid in.
All right, 3, 2, 1, and go. Cam. Was he one?
He was a number one. I couldn't remember if Peyton Manning was a number one though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Was he a one or was he a was that the year that Ryan Leaf was the number one?
Or maybe Ryan Leaf was number one. That's why I couldn't remember.
Oh man, that's a good call.
But
I think
that
Leaf
was
was
the only
the two.
Was he the two?
Yeah, Leaf was 2.
Yep, Peyton and Cam. You were right.
Okay.
Good call.
All
I couldn't
right.
think of who they played when he was with the Broncos. All right, I thought Jim Kelly. I didn't even know when he was drafted.
I think
All right.
Jim Kelly was a number one, I thought. And then he went didn't he go to the USFL
Yeah, he went to the USFL.
instead of
So that was
playing
probably the
for
time before
somebody?
that. So obviously Peyton and
Yeah.
Cam came recent. All right, not many good playoff games last weekend as there were a lot of blowouts. Although the Niners-Cowboys game was good. Sorry. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
Why not?
All Dak had to do was run 10 yards, not 20.
Hey, don't blame Dak because they shouldn't have even told him to run the ball.
They shouldn't have
Who
had
calls a
15
quarterback
penalties.
draw? Right.
They shouldn't have had 15 penalties. Randy Gregory cost him the game on that last one. I'm like, are you kidding me? They had him stopped, and he fucking blew it.
How does CD Lamb only get one pass attempt to him or one catch?
Well, he dropped the one that was right in his hands.
So he had 2 balls thrown to him.
Zeke needs to be traded. Give me Pollard all day long. and use that money for something else like, DBs. Speaking of which, on paper, the Cowboys don't seem to have too many weaknesses. So what more can they possibly do in the offseason to get past the first round of the playoffs? Time
Get
for
a
wrestling.
coach.
Yeah.
They're one coach away. The Cowboys have been one
I'm
coach away since
I'm
Jimmy
okay,
Johnson.
man. I'm okay. Oh yeah, they fucked that up, but
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm okay with McCarthy. Give him a year. He look. I mean, last
Nah,
year,
son.
no, hold up. Last year he didn't have Dak. Okay, and still finished okay without Dak. Backup quarterback Andy Galton, as Joey Franchise would call him, and still did okay. And I had to use Denunzio or whatever the hell his name was as a quarterback. And this year, turn it around, have the right guys in place. Defense was on point. Dan Quinn was actually the answer, but they're going to lose him. And then I'm okay if they lose Kellen Moore. Like whatever.
You know what? Because they probably believe the shit that Dan Quinn is saying to them. When you have a coach that underachieved as much as somebody did with Aaron freaking Rodgers, like who's really gonna believe you in that huddle? Like I don't think there's been a coach that has underachieved more with freaking stacked rosters, or at least with like all pro talent than Mike McCarthy. Like there's no reason that a team like that should lead the league in penalties.
Yeah.
And then you have linemen that can't even line up on side. Like, no, dude, that's coaching. Like, I'm telling you,
Now
Mike
wait a
McCarthy
minute.
got to go.
That's coaching.
That's coaching.
That's discipline. I
That's,
don't care. You could be the best coach in the damn league. That's discipline. If you're a
Oh,
fucking
Mike
pro,
McCarthy ain't the best coach in the league.
if you're a pro, you should know what the hell you're doing. I ain't blaming the coach, and we got a coach on here. I ain't blaming the coach. Hell no.
I'm blaming.
I want to hear
coach.
I want to hear the coach talk about this. Coach,
I'm blaming that coach.
Coach, what do you got to say about that?
About that game, or just about
lining up?
Well, yeah. I mean that's little things that you should know what you're doing. I mean, that last drive had 3 just dumb penalties. I mean, I think Randy Gregory was the one that literally tackled.
Yeah, he fucking tackled the guy on an end around. Tackled the goddamn lineman.
I mean,
and he had 3 bad penalties that game. Just stupid.
You can't tell me that. Oh, I thought that was the ball carrier. No, you tackled a guard. and about took the guy's helmet off. Like, what are you doing? You can't do that. And I mean, yeah, that's just like knowing what you got to do when you got to do it, and doing dumb shit like that. I mean, that's just, I mean, dumb.
Yep.
No,
Real
that's
quick.
the coach.
Oh,
it's okay.
God.
Y'all can blame Mike McCarthy for being inept at his job. It's okay. Like, he is horrible at his job. It's okay to say that. I could go in and coach up the Cowboys and get them same amount of wins and probably get them out of the first round. Like, there's talent everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And Kellen Moore just proved he's not ready to be a head coach.
Yep.
All that shit they were talking about him earlier this season, about him being as good as Eric Bieniemy as offensive coordinator,
Hell
bullshit.
No.
Well,
he proved it right there.
I want to know who called the draw. That's what I want to know. Was it Mike?
He called the draw. Who else gonna call that draw? He the offensive coordinator. You know the head coach ain't gonna call it. He chose to never have a running back in Green Bay. He took his third string wide receivers and made them running backs.
I could not believe that he did that. I don't care how much that was just. I couldn't believe that. So I want to know who if McCarthy called it or if he allowed it. Because I don't think that was Dak calling it. I don't think that was Dak's decision.
It's both. McCarthy called it and allowed it. So we'll probably find out next week when the Cowboys are looking for a new head coach. Now, Michael, you did well for us. I just don't think you did enough. So you can have this parting gift of Johnny Walker Blue, the Jerry Barrel. You can have some of that, and you could probably stay one more night at my compound, but after that, now, Michael, you're gonna have to go. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. So, Kellen Moore's salary in 2017 was 72 grand.
Yeah, he showed us about how much he worth.
Oh man.
Well, at least he know his worth. Ain't that what they say now? The kids say, "Know your worth."
Yep. All right, we got to get the wrestling trivia in. So here comes wrestling trivia. Which member of DX was booted out after costing the group the tag titles at No Way Out?
No way out.
Which member of DX was booted out after costing the tag titles at No Way Out?
The hell would they have kicked out? I'm trying to think who would have got fired at that point. I mean, they was all on something at that point. I
Yep.
guess.
I'm
I think I'm ready.
It's one of those people that did
Booker
the porn.
T.
Booker T was NWO. All right.
Jim Neidhart.
I'm ready. Y'all ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, and go.
Oh.
Tori, not Wilson.
Jim Neidhart.
I know Parrot doesn't have an answer
Anvil.
here. Hornswoggle is what Parrot would say.
Yeah.
No, I accidentally sent it to a B.
Billy Gunn.
Oh. Yeah. Almost put that.
Yeah, it was right before him and Chuck.
Yeah.
What was
All
that,
right.
like 05 or something?
No, that was like 2003.
I wasn't watching then.
Well, we gotta thank Wes Anderson for Moments Time, All Work Clothing, Connell Barrett, datingtransformation.com, Crandall's Quality Landscaping, Sparty Steve, and as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night.
I don't know about this being second in line. You got to come back.
Yeah, man, go football.
Joey franchise, baby.